Mason is a year older than me in school, so we went to the same high school, but we didn't really know each other. He was really popular and like outgoing, and he was on the swim team, so I knew of him, but I never actually met him until after we graduated.
So I saw her at church. She was actually behind me, so I had turned around and saw her and talked to my brother who I was sitting with. I was like, hey, do you know her? And he's like, yeah, that's Brenda's sister. Hey, aren't you Brenda's sister?
He came up to me, and he knew my sister in high school, because my older sister was like on student government and stuff.
And so I got to know her name, ended up sitting with her. We just became good friends from then. Pretty quick. I think I ended up taking her on a date later.
And it was freezing cold, it was like February, but I went up this mountain, and then we went back to his house, watched The Wedding Planner. He loves chick flicks. During the part where Matthew McConaughey dances with J-Lo in the park, he asked me to dance in his living room.
And I was like, Alysha, would you like to dance? So we went and we're dancing.
And I just remember thinking that I was really impressed by him because, one, he didn't try to kiss me or anything on the first date. He was just really respectful, but he has no recollection of this date. I remind him all the time. I was like, hey, we did this on our first date, remember? Trying to get him to remember.
I have so many excuses, but I told her all of them, but she still gives me crap because I don't remember it all. So even though that first date was a little weird, there was just expectations on both ends, but we didn't know the other one had those same expectations.
I started hanging out with Alysha more because she was in the ward, and I went rock climbing with her a bunch of times. She kept on bringing up Mason. It was very apparent to me that they really liked each other, like there was really something there. It's literally my whole best man speech was just to say, I knew it.
Right after Mason left on his mission, I still kept in touch with Jacob, because Jacob would like hang out with us all the time too. He was an advocate from the beginning. After Mason left, Jacob told me that Mason had liked me. So he took me on technically our second date, but we called it our first date. But then he kept asking me on dates. I'm pretty sure I saw him every single day after that point.
And I want to be your boyfriend. If you watch her, if she's uncomfortable or shy or excited, she'll go and curl up like a little mouse and, cover her face. And so I didn't actually hear the yes. I actually had to ask her, what did she say? But she's like, yes.
He contacted a lot of my family members and friends and like mission companions and stuff and asked them for experiences with me or things they love about me and things like that. And he compiled them all into a book, and then the last part of the book was from him, was what he loved about me and why he wanted to marry me. It was a Sunday, and after we finished reading, he just hopped up and was like, hey, we have something else that we need to do today.
A lot of scriptures, read our first chapter. I'm like, okay, well, for our second chapter, we should read this.
He handed me the papers. I realized what it was, and I just started reading it and just started crying. He runs and grabs the bag from the jeweler shop. He gets down on one knee, and we were sitting right here actually. He asked me to marry him. I said yes. Then he opens the bag, and there's this huge, fake ring. I was like, okay, that's fine. I said yes anyway, and he was like, oh good. So then he kissed me on the forehead, and he ran and grabbed the real box.
But she's so nice to everyone, and not like the cordial nice, like generally a really nice person that wants to be with you, even though they're tired and stressed, haven't eaten. She actually cares about other people. Every time I see her, I'm like, it's such a big de-stress in my life, because she really shows and cares about me. And it's not like she cares about me in different ways than other people. Obviously, we're getting married, but she shows the same kind of compassion to other people. But she's amazing.
People are really important to him, and people feel important when they're talking to him. Even though I don't know if he was interested in me or his friends, it was really special. And that's what it's like always. Whenever I'm with him, it's like I'm the only person in the world, and he gives every effort to make me happy and to encourage me. He just has this way of making me feel really safe. He listens and remembers what I say. I just want him to know how grateful I am. He already has helped me to become a better person. He's already changing my life. I know he's brought so much hope and peace into my life. I didn't even know I could love somebody so much. That's what